everybody, it's Kanisha the creator, and today I am giving out a review. Yep, I finished another anime, and you will not believe what anime I finished. Death Parade. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I didn't get it at first. I was like, okay, so it's about people who compete in these games to figure out which one of them gets sent into the void. Well, at first I didn't know. At first, they didn't explain the void. At first, they didn't explain the void. So I didn't understand that. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little upset when they explained the whole void thing and the whole being reincarnated and, back into the real world. I was a little upset with that because I wanted to see what their version of heaven and, the other place would look like. But I guess reincarnated and sent to a void where your souls linger forever is better, I guess. Sheesh, that's terrible. And I also feel bad for these ambassadors. I think that's what they were calling themselves. Anyway, yeah, I feel bad for them because they can't feel any emotion. They don't know what it's like to die. They don't know what it's like to love anybody. Like they're just served to judge people. They're just created to judge people. And I find that very, very, very sad. Wait, did somebody say something? Anyway, I feel very sad about that. But I did love Chiyuki. I really love Chiyuki. Like how she is the only human among all these, I don't even know what to call them. I guess ambassadors, but it just feels weird. That's the first time I ever heard that word, ambassadors. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, I love how she was almost a straight person among all of them, being like, y'all can't just treat humans so almost like a game. People have more than one side to them, and they're like, people just have darkness to them. That's just back to where I was. Like I said, I like Chiyuki. She was the only emotional one during all this thing. Everybody else was like, people die. There's no reason. There's no meaning to life. People just die. Other job is ambassadors. See, I just said it a moment ago, and now I just forgot how the heck you say it again. Anyway, whatever. As those people at the bartenders, it's their job to judge humans and look deep into their soul. And let me tell you, this show kept giving me the willies. And how dare they freaking fake scare me in the first episode? See, I thought like probably almost everybody else in the audience would think that those things that you see hanging from those strings are actual people being decapitated. Well, technically it kind of is, but at the same time, at first they just said it was that they were just mannequins, and then when I figured out they actually were humans, but then they get turned into mannequins, that just creeps me out even more. And like the way how some of these people die were actually pretty horrific. Like some of them they died because of an accident. Other times they died because of suicide. And woo, the revenge scheme in this show is strong with this one. Like these people, I understand it. Not all humans are perfect. And I gotta be honest, I kind of like the idea of like how I could kind of predict what these people were doing. Like in the close to last episode, I was able to predict how these two died. Like I was like, he probably died because of somebody, like because of a gang member or something. I was close. Technically, I was close. I knew I was close in my assumption of how one of the characters died, because I was like, I bet he found the killer, but then that killer had an accomplice and they kept him. But I was so shocked when I figured out the killer of that killer killed this person and didn't even realize that he killed the wrong person. But kind of not, because that person actually just Okay, if you don't know, it's that detective. You see, in the last Nier episode, there was a detective, and unfortunately, he watched this other guy, Sato. Yes, no, Shirma. That's what it was. Shirma. Sato was his sister. See, Shirma. See, the detective watched Shirma's sister get assaulted, and he said he let her get assaulted so he could be able to kill that person in the end. And I was like, okay, for one, that makes sense, but for two, what the freak, man? You're supposed to be a detective. That detectives don't do that junk. Or maybe they do that junk, but a good detective shouldn't. Like, the freak, you just let that happen? That is just so sick and wrong for so many wrong. There are so many reasons that is sick and wrong, but I'm not gonna get into that because I loved how each time it was a different person. Like, it wasn't just all people who are evil. No. There were people who were actually really kind and just had really kind motives. There were just some people who just got into an accident. They were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. I like that. Because if it was just all people who are evil, I would have been like, okay, this show is boring. I'm turning it off. And I still kind of thought that at first because for one reason, I don't know why, but at first the concept of ambassadors made no sense to me. I was like, so if they're not human, what the heck are they? Like how were they created? I still haven't got the answer to that question. That apparently they were just born to judge humans. But then that just begs the question, who the heck judged them? And then they said God hadn't been there for a while. So I'm just wondering, so are you trying to say by religion they were created? Is that what you're trying to say? Because if that is, then how the heck is there no heaven or age? That's not how religion works. I hope you people realize that's not how religion works. In religion, there is a heaven and there is an age. So they had to have come from either one of those places. Either they were an angel or be fallen and now a demon now. You do realize you can't just put religion in there like that. That's not how religion works. You people need to look in the freaking Bible because that's not how that works. You can't just put God in there and not explain any type of religion. They didn't even, like, you know, it kind of makes me think, what if they had an episode where they had somebody who's a member of an occult and the other person who's a member of the church die? Like, that would be interesting. I'd like to see what kind of game they would do, because that actually sounds kind of interesting. If they do that in the manga, let me know in the comments below, but I doubt it. But still, it would be an interesting idea. Maybe I should write that. Nah. But then again, it would be pretty interesting. But nah, I don't feel like writing that kind of fanfic. I will be completely honest with y'all that I think the only real reason why I continued watching Death Parade was like, you know what? I don't even like this. I don't like this so far in the episodes I've watched. I'm just gonna watch the whole entire thing today. And I feel like the real reason why I got back to it, besides that reasoning, is I just love that intro. Do not lie. Tell me how many of you people went to watch Death Parade just because of that intro, the freak alone. Like, that intro, they are right when they say that is the biggest anime trap. Cause this show is nothing like that intro. Nothing. I mean, sure, technically they do drink like in the intro, technically, because, you know, this is a bar. They're bartenders. That's how it works. But still, like other people in the comic section tell you, do not fall for that opening. That is a big trap. Like read the summary. Do not just go to the anime because of the opening. I learned that the hard way. That thing still gives me the willies. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep. I mean, actually, I know I'll be able to sleep, but still, like, that thing scared me so much. Ugh. Anyway, it was a really good anime. It was a good anime. I liked it, but I wouldn't put on my top 10 list of favorite anime. But I will put the intro in my top 10 favorite intros in anime. Now that deserves a round of applause. Whoever created that intro, let me tell you, you need to work on more. Also, I was going to watch this special that it showed on this website that I was watching. that I was watching it on. But the problem was, it was purely in Japanese. Like, there was no English subtitles. It was just plainly in Japanese. I don't know why. And I don't know whose idea that was, but you know your girl does not speak pure Japanese. Like, you have never once heard me talking Japanese, so I know y'all know I cannot speak Japanese that well. I through watching subtitles, I have gone to understand some words in Japanese, like Ohio or Nani, or like, you know, the basics, like Wakashimashita. Like, I understand the basic words. Yeah, I understand the basic words. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, Death Parade, I'm going to give it a fair score. I'll give it a 7 or an 8 out of 10. It wasn't a masterpiece. The intro was a masterpiece. Itself wasn't a masterpiece, but still, it was good. And let me tell you, my favorite characters that were humans was, what's that word? That pop star and that girl that was with him, and also that cute childhood friend couple. They were my favorite too. And like I said, I already mentioned that I like Chiyuki. Now let me tell you about the Barbitars, whatever you call them. Anyway, obviously I like the main one. You know I liked it. I also like the girl. I don't know what she was playing, but I still liked her too. And I also like Clavis. I don't know why I like that guy, but for some weird reason, when he always comes with his smile, I just like. I don't care if he didn't show up that much. Like, all he did was all he did was just be in the elevator saying, "Which floor do you want to go on?" I still liked Clavis. No, I did not like that random guy that always be playing a game of pool with planets. At first I didn't At first I wasn't sure what kind of balls those were, and then I saw they were planets, and I was like, "Oh, they're planets," but they're not just planets. It's also the sun and the moon. At first I didn't notice that. I thought the sun at first was Mars. I messed up. I couldn't tell which planets they were at first, and I was like, "Wait, that blue one is Earth," but I didn't look at it all the way. It wasn't Earth, it was Neptune. I can't even tell my dang on planets apart. Oh, and also, I forgot what Jupiter looked like. Like, I remembered Saturn, I remember Uranus, but I forgot what... That's weird. I didn't turn on. Oh, well, anyway, I forgot what Jupiter looked like. But anyway, it was a really good anime. Hey, if you're into that kind of anime where, you know, they play a game of death, either be reincarnated or turned or put into the void, then go watch it. But it just wasn't for me. I don't think I'll rewatch it, but I will rewatch that intro. It's on my playlist. I have an anime playlist. I will, in future videos, put that in the description below. Actually, I'll do that for this one. Anyway, hope y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.